In the facilitation of global trade, paper, whether we like it or not, plays a critical role in evidencing certain facts or actions. A paper invoice evidences the goods. A paper certificate of insurance evidences the insurance of the goods. A paper certificate of origin evidences the origin, very topical right now with the tariff challenges. A paper bill of lading evidences the shipment of the goods and plays an important role as a document of title, enabling a lawful holder to take possession of goods. Critical documents predominantly in paper. Moving on to financial documents, guarantees, standby letters of credit, promissory notes. If these could be verifiable as the electronic original, it could be transformational for global trade. So that's what we're about today with Enigio, our member. We're talking about the original, we're talking about Trace Original. So very welcome, Anil. But Anil, cutting right to the chase, Enigio has used advanced technology to come up with Trace Original. So in a few words, what is Trace Original?
Thank you, Vin. So Trace Original is a SaaS solution which allows anybody to create digital original documents. And we're agnostic of sector, agnostic of data, and agnostic of documents as well.
Trace Original would mean you can have a digital original authenticated document with the same properties as paper, but you would know that it is authentic. Maybe go a little bit deeper on that.
As you know, paper's been an excellent standard for many, many years. So paper moves across the world, it has data in it, it changes hands, it's freely transferable. However, a little bit antiquated because it's susceptible to be lost. It's also susceptible to fraud, and of course there needs to be a solution which is essentially digital. What we've done at Trace Original is actually think of a solution whereby we can take an excellent global standard already. So the next evolution of paper was a PDF. So we've taken a PDF and we've applied our technology on top of it using two bits of technology: blockchain and also cryptography. Combined, these allow three very important things: for the document to be authenticated, for the document to be verified, and the third thing will automatically, by virtue of being a digital document, allow automation.
Here and now you're making that big statement that with Trace Original, the big problem, the challenge of determining originality of electronic documents or records has been solved.
Yes, whilst we are focused on documents, of course there are many use cases for documents, specifically within global trade, but also we have attempted to solve the next problem or challenge, which is the movement of multiple documents.
In terms of moving multiple documents, it means the system or the process needs to be reliable. And I read that Enigio has actually been the first initiative to actually complete the ICC DSI Digital Trade Reliability Assessment. A few words on that and what it actually means maybe for Enigio Trace Original going forward.
We're very proud to have had success in and the approval of obviously achieving the assessment framework. And I think not only reliable, but doesn't lock users into a platform or a network. So there is the case of being an open solution.
When people are talking about open solutions, the example always talked about is bills of lading or the EBL. Now it's really exciting, but maybe you can come up with some other use case. Just it may be interesting to see another use case for digital original documents or original electronic records.
I really agree with you. Bills of lading has been talked about for many years in terms of having digital versions. Other use cases would be, and I know it's something that's very close to your heart, standby letters of credit. Documents under letters of credit. Documentary collections, so those transactions which involve a bill of exchange or a promissory note, which of course have to be original and have to be proved to be an original. So using our technology, we can take any document now, so long as the base standard is a PDF, at the click of a button, a Trace Original can be created. That then ensures that that particular document is unique a unique Trace Original ID is applied to it, and it is then allowed to be freely transferable by the owner of the document being able to send it to anybody in the world, so long as they have an email address and an internet connection to be able to receive. I think that, in its truest sense, is the actual USP of our solution. Exactly what you just said. So the actual creator of the document is the only party that needs to be subscribed to Inigio's service, which of course is Trace Original, and any receiving party doesn't. Not only doesn't, but any subsequent recipients. As we know in global trade, documents have to change hands multiple times. Then how do they manage the document and then send it further? So we have a public notary or a public node which is accessible 24/7.
I think this will inspire a huge amount of trust in trade, trust in digital original documents.
This all very neatly ties back into the modern law for electronic transferable record. For us here in this particular region and even in this country, we do have one jurisdiction which has adopted the LLETR.
Inigio was involved in a sandbox with the World Economic Forum. Maybe just a few words about that process and where you are now.
Very apt timing because that is extremely current. So approximately over the last 2 quarters, we were awarded a place on the World Economic Forum Trade Tech UAE Regulatory Sandbox. We were one of 8 tech firms, and we had some leading local and regional banks, and also the Abu Dhabi Customs as well. And all of the participants were able to work hands-on with our technology to actually understand, does it add value? Does it align with MLETR? And does it mean to their businesses and therefore their customers?
That's really interesting. You're painting a picture of really evolution for the trade finance community rather than revolution. Anil, thank you for your exceptional insights. I must say, most definitely original. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
ICC UAE makes it possible.